All right, taking action for you right now. Tonight, a woman who lives in the Huntington Club Apartments in Warren says she fears safety issues there could spark even bigger problems. 7 Action News reporter Andrea Isom is live with the concerns and the demand for some answers tonight. Andrea, what have you learned?
Well, you know what, Kara? People rent a home or an apartment. They understand that sometimes things will go wrong. But you know what? They just want those things to be fixed promptly. And I tell you, these boots here did a lot of walking and not a whole lot of talking today, trying to get some answers and not finished yet.
This don't make no sense.
And to that, I think more than a few folks can concur.
I feel like Huntington Club need to be exposed.
Destiny Evans is a tenant here. The complex is a pretty nice size, but Destiny claims the problems are too.
Recently, the walls developed a leak inside of it. It was soaked. It came all the way out to here.
It appears these conditions were contained to the hallway, though in her apartment, right at the door.
Oh my gosh, look at this part.
And you said this is an issue.
Yes.
And they
haven't
said
done
what?
nothing. That they were fixed it. He even took a picture of it.
This mother of a tiny toddler also says the AC did not work properly in the summer, and she's having issues with the heat right now.
You put it on 90.
Yes, and it's staying at 70. And maybe probably a couple days ago, it was at 50.
In turn, you're using what to keep warm?
The stove.
Okay, so what is this here, sweetheart?
Mold starting to develop.
See there in the window seal? Destiny says Huntington Club is threatening to take her to court for not paying rent, though she tells me she's putting the cash in escrow until the complications are cleared up.
For me to be paying $900, I expect more out of them.
So before we went to speak to someone in the leasing office about what we witnessed, we ran into another gentleman, another renter named Preston.
My bathroom window is broke.
And you've told them about this and nothing happened?
Yeah, for 2 years.
What?
Yes. I never been late on my rent. I don't give them no trouble. So, yeah, I expect for it to get done.
Well, I hightailed it over to the office on site. The sign said no one was there, but when I opened the door...
Are you going to attempt to fix the problems that are wrong with this place? I mean, people are paying $900 a month, and you're not getting the services they deserve.
Thank you.
Somebody owes them an explanation.
So off to the big bosses we go, to Bloomfield Hills.
This is actually the card for the president, and she'll be more than happy to answer any questions you guys have.
I called, no answer. I left a voicemail, but no call back. At least not yet. And I also sent an email to the president of the company, and she emailed me back just minutes ago and said she'd be willing to talk about the issues because she's been traveling today and she's traveling tomorrow, but she didn't know there were any issues here at Huntington Club, but she'd be willing to talk about them. So once we get all that hammered out, we'll let you know. I'm Andrea Isom reporting live, sending it back to you guys.
As always, we know you're going to stay right on it and then get back to us with what she has to say, right?
Andrea, thank you.